Okay, so Cookie Run Kingdom has uploaded their trailer video for the next update of Eternal Sugar Cookie. So let's go and watch that together here, guys. And also, at the end of the video, I'm going to be sharing another coupon code for 10 Faithful Cookie Cutters, 3,000 Rainbow Cubes, and 3,000 Crystals. So please watch that until the very end. So let's get into the trailer video as well as the sneak peeks that Cookie Run Kingdom has posted. Alright guys, so here we go. This is going to be the video, The Paradise of Happiness, Garden of Sweet Delights. Alright, so let's watch this together and we'll go back to kind of breaking it down as well before the sneak peek comes out.
홀리베리 쿠키에게 우리들의 소울잼과 비스트 쿠키의 힘은 서로 연결되어 있는 것 같아. 눈을 뜬 그들은 잃어버린 자신들의 소울잼을 되찾기 위해 우리를 향한 공격을 시작할 거야. 퓨어 바닐라 쿠키 녀석, 몇 번을 읽어도 충격적인 편지를 보내놓고 다시 연락이 없다니. 대체 비스트 이스트 대륙에 무슨 일이 일어나고 있는지 직접 확인해야겠어. 언제 와도 쉽지 않은 땅이네.
모든 곳에서 음산한 기운이 느껴집니다.
내가 앞장선다! 다친 병사들은 뒤로 물러나!
고단한 여행을 계속한 성실한 여러분, 휴식이 필요하신 것 같네요. 아, 제 소개를 안 했군요. 제 이름은 파블로바 맛 쿠키. 행복을 찾아 이곳에 당도한 모든 이들의 사랑을 축복해주지요. 사랑은 피할 수 없는 법. 하나, 둘, 셋, 쏩니다. 당신의 마음에 명중.
파블로바 맛 쿠키가 귀한 손님들께 아주 짓궂은 장난을 치고 말았네요.
너는...
설탕 낙원을 찾아준 여러분을 환영합니다. 저는 행복을 전하는 이 낙원을 가꾸는 자. 제가 바라는 건 오직 하나. 당신의 행복뿐.
그건... 네가 행복의 안내자이기 때문이야?
전 이 낙원에 들어온 모든 쿠키가 행복하길 바라고 있거든요. 내 이름은 이터널 슈가 쿠키. 열정이 과하면 안 주고 고생하지? 영원히 행복한 쿠키로 만들어줄게. 아플 일은 없어. 달콤하지? 잠시 쉬는 게 어때?
어째서 내 과거가 여기에...
자, 쿠키들아. 겁먹지 않아도 돼. 이제부터는 오직 너의 행복만을 바라면 되는 거야. 누군가는 행복을 나타라고 부르던걸? 쿠키런 킹덤. 행복한 나태의 낙원에 어서와.
Holy moly, there is so many good stuff in this video, guys. Oh my gosh, let's look at this real quick. Okay, first of all, Pure Vanilla had sent a letter to Hollyberry, and because there is nothing returning back to Hollyberry, Hollyberry is venturing back to the Beasties. Apparently, she has been there already. She is a well-known adventurer, right? She left the kingdom to her daughter and she went on to different adventures, and it does look like she has already been to the Beasties, but it is going to be her first time to the Garden of Sweet Delight. And we have right here, if you guys look, we have some new themes right over here. So first of all, we have episode 9, the Garden of Sweet Delights, and with it there's like different mechanisms that are going on here, as well as new creepy, I gotta say, monsters that are in shapes of candies and sweets. So we do have that. Also, kingdom backgrounds. All right, so we do have another kingdom design, Castle of Delights. as well as a fountain. It does look like we probably have a background as well of the whole, paradise as well. And you also see a arena statue of the unicorn, which is actually really, really cool too. All right, so we do all have that. And now we have the next epic cookie, all right, Pavlova cookie here as well. It does look like, obviously, with an arrow, it's going to be a range cookie, right? So that's probably why Eternal Sugar wasn't a range and more of a bomber. All right, but kind of working like the cookie, like Cloud had say for Mystic Flower, Nutmeg Tiger for Burning Spice, as well as Candy Apple and the Black Sapphire for Shadow Milk. But it does look like this particular cookie is going to be a DPS, has a raining down of arrows right over here, as well as, actually I don't know if there's going to be any other like debuffs or anything like that, most likely, but it does look like you're just raining down a bunch of arrows onto the enemies. And now let's look at Eternal Sugar, alright? This probably is going to be the gacha animation for Eternal Sugar. But Eternal Sugar is actually kind of crazy here, guys. Alright, first of all, you have this simple animation of a whirlpool here. That is going to be onto the enemies. And then here, this is the big one. Alright, she creates this entire like void. Alright, vortex. And then she freezes. Alright, and traps the enemies in this crystal of some sort. Don't know exactly what it is going to be called and what kind of things are going to be restricted. But we have this as well. And you can see, if you guys look, there's a little cloud following. Alright, Eternal Sugar as well. The Eternal Sugar, I believe in the beginning. Alright, there's the cloud here as well. The cloud is, it looks like this particular whirlpool is actually caused by the cloud rather than Eternal Sugar's skill. So this particular one is going to be Eternal Sugar's skill. Alright, and the whirlpool is going to kind of work like how Shadow Milk's Eye of Deceit works and Eye of Truth works. Alright, so there's that. New resident toppings, absolutely looks beautiful. Alright, we have new treasures as well. It looks like a upgraded version or an alternate version of the fork, as well as the chest. Alright, which is actually really, really cool. The chest is like, it summons a giant chest and then flops onto the enemies. Alright, the boss rush is back, which is absolutely amazing. You guys know how good boss rush rewards were. So this is actually really, really nice to see. And it does look like they have different mechanisms as well here. Alright, this is going to be, I think, the indicators of different synergy effects. So this is actually really, really nice. I like how they revamped the whole system. And then we also do have new legendary biscuits of steel and ice. So not too sure exactly what the element of Eternal Sugar is going to be, because you can see that they're both equipping a steel as well as ice. All right, but let's see right over here. So steel, okay, Eternal Sugar is not steel. Holleberry is steel, kind of like what I talked about before, except we still don't know if Eternal Sugar is going to be an ice element. All right, because we did not see ice element. Okay, so I am actually excited to see if that's going to be the case. Most likely, I want to say Eternal Sugar is not going to have any element. But if this particular crystallization is going to be considered an ice freeze, then maybe she will be an ice type. And that also means that, Frost Queen might come back into the meta. But we'll have to see how this one turns out here, guys. Because as of right now, it does look like we don't have too many things to indicate whether, Eternal Sugar is going to be an ice or not. All right. So I am excited to see how this one turns out. Probably going to be a better idea for them not to make Eternal Sugar into an elemental cookie. But we'll see how this one turns out. So let's go look at the sneak peek now that Dev Sisters have posted and see more details on what is going to be taking place. Alright guys, so Discord is being a little slow with the upload of update sneak peek, so I'm on the Naver Cafe. It is going to be in Korean, but let's look at this together here, guys. And so here we go, the Garden of Sweet Delight. Alright, obviously we're not going to be able to read this in English because the update sneak peek is not out on Discord in English yet. But let's look at this together and see what we have going on. Alright, so the main update here, obviously episode 9 of the Beasties. Alright, and it does have the theme of the paradise. It's very, very unique in the sense that, you know, compared to what we have before with like Burning Spice, Shadow Milk, as well as, you know, Mystic Flower, this is so peaceful, this is so colorful and vibrant. So very, very nice change of pace on this one here, guys. But here we go, Eternal Sugar Cookie. All right, bomber type in the middle, as well as going to be the beast. Obviously, we don't have the skill in English yet, but if you guys look at the alternate you know, images right over here, the character profile, we have a little circle going on with wings coming out at the next one, and then bunch of full circle, which actually looks so cool. And then we have Pavlova Cookie here, going to be a range in the rear. All right, and we have the skill right over here as well. Very interested to see how this one is going to be, how useful this particular epic is going to be. Next one is going to be the Ice and Steel Biscuit, legendary biscuit that is going to be added to the game here, guys. So still wondering what element Eternal Sugar is going to have, if she is going to have an element, because right now we do know that she is not going to be steel. Holleberry is going to be steel based on the video that we just watched. And next one is going to be the resonant topping for Eternal Sugar and Pavlova Cookie. The resonant topping actually looks so cool, all right, which is really nice. I really like the design. The return of Boss Rush, all right, is going to be here. We have Fire Spirit and Wind Archer against the Golem here. Really nice. It does look like we're gonna have a lot of extra rewards again, which is going to be really good. And now we have the new element of steel. All right, we have Elder Fairy, we have our Mercurial Knight, T-Knight, Raspberry, Holleberry, as well as Wildberry being added to this particular element. I believe we have a little bit more based on the video that we did watch. So we do have someone like Werewolf, as well as Butterroll, Brute, Knight, Avocado, and Muscle being added here as well. And we most likely will have an extra banner for the steel element featuring Holleberry Cookie as well, either this update or the next update for the awakening of Holleberry. And then we also do have two new alternate version of the you know, treasures here, guys, the fork as well as the treasure chest. The treasure chest has teeth, all right, it's kind of like mimics, all right, inside of like RPGs, if you guys played those. But we also do have the fork. I want to see what the fork does, because it does look like the chest is going to be summoned and deal damage, so we'll see how that one goes. We have the new castle design, all right, the kingdom design with the background, castle, fountain, and all of that. Wow, very colorful. And we also do have, all right, the next update sneak peeks as well. Beast Raid is going to be coming out, so we have a new challenge mode here as well. Okay, so we'll see how this one goes. We had the master mode, and now we have a challenge mode. Okay, so we'll see how this one turns out. We also do have some card game here. Not the Royal Margarine one, but it's going to be with Pavlova. We'll have to see how this one turns out. We also do have the Eternal Sugar Icing as well. So that is pretty much what we have. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys are excited for specifically for this update. But let's get into the coupon code now that I talked about in the beginning of the video. Alright guys, so just like I promised, this is going to be the new coupon code that was released today from the voice actor of Madeline Cookie through his video that he talked about during his live stream. And this is also going to be giving you guys 10 Faithful Cookie Cutter, 3,000 Rainbow Cubes, as well as 3,000 Crystals. So please go and claim it, and that is going to be CKXBC mini game. All right, so if you guys go claim that, make sure to restart the game, and please know that you have to put your email address. Okay, it's not your player ID, it's your email address linked to the account. So let's go into the game and claim the reward. All right guys, so we're inside of the game, and if you guys go to the mailbox, you can see 10 Faithful Cookie Cutters, 3,000 Crystals, 3,000 Rainbow Cubes. And that is a total of 30 Faithful Cookie Cutters that you can claim with 2 codes, as well as 3,000 Crystals and Rainbow Cubes. So make sure to go and claim every single one of them. I believe still we have about 6 now total coupon codes that are still available to you guys. And just make sure to watch all of my do and to not do videos that I posted a couple days ago, so that you guys are ready for the next update of Eternal Sugar. All right, because that is going to be coming out in about less than 2 days now. All right, so hope you guys found the video helpful, and I'll catch you guys all during the next video. Thanks for watching.